¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo les va? Bienvenidos a este nuevo desafío global. En esta ocasión haremos contacto hasta Los Ángeles con una gran artista plástica que hace unas pinturas de las cuales estaremos hablando. Ella también trabaja a través de la fotografía y hace unos maravillosos dibujos que tendremos la oportunidad de disfrutar. Se trata de Gretchen Ryan, a quien saludo hasta Los Ángeles. Hi Gretchen, how are you?
Hi, Blanca. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Thank you, very good. Thanks for accepting this interview. Gretchen, tell us about your paintings. You have a huge collection of girls, but they have specific characteristics. Tell us, how do you work with these girls that when we see it in the paintings, they look so very natural and beautiful?
Oh, yeah, I think they slowly evolved over time. They started, I was doing portraits of myself from childhood photos. I think just I think in a way they were thinking about growing up and being a girl and issues of feeling powered or disempowered and innocence and becoming more knowing in the world. There was just that transition that I wanted to talk about. And so slowly they were portraits of myself, and then I was painting other people's children. I just wanted to talk about childhood and the experience of being a girl and being a woman. It was a long time that I was working on those.
Now, those girls are frequently in movement, and what's something very particular in your painting is that the muscles, for instance, you can look at them, how they are moving, how they are stressed when they are in the jump and in different movements. How do you work that? Do you have a picture first, or how do you manage to do that?
Yeah, exactly. I have a series of photography that we did do, but for the most part, I just use photography as a tool. Kids don't sit still, but with the athletes and the cheerleaders that I was doing, they were a series of photographs, and then I kind of look at the photos and get inspiration from them. I do a lot of messing around, putting different compositions together and putting different bodies with different heads, and just so that I get it to look exactly like how I want to express it. But there was a series of girls, those were competitive cheerleaders.
Now, there are another pictures where you do something different. The legs are different, are like animal legs. How do you mean with that?
Well, I have been in a wheelchair for a number of years, and since an accident when I was a teenager, and I think it partly comes from dreams. Sometimes I dream. I don't dream in a wheelchair. I dream that I'm getting around in different ways, and I think those legs come in that way. I'm very close with the animals, and I care a lot about animals and the world and protecting them, and that's kind of my passion is raising awareness about being kind to animals, and so I feel a oneness with them, and that's part of it too. Most of those pictures are metaphors for my own experience more than they're a picture of somebody else, but yeah, so it's a personal thing, and also this sort of metaphor for we're all one, kind of.
Then there is another thing in your paintings, the colors. They are very colorful, but sometimes they are very contrasting with the colors. How do you decide that? Or maybe you dream also about the colors?
Right. I obviously, made a career out of working with color, and they come really, it comes really, it just comes through. It's not that much of a conscious decision. It's more just a playing with color and putting down what I like and what I'm trying to express. And honestly, or a lot of times I'm trying to express some kind of intense emotion in myself. And so the contrasting colors or ultra sweet things that sort of are really also kind of jarring to look at. expresses that intensity of emotion for me.
Okay, now before I say goodbye, just tell me about your next project.
Well, I'm working on a couple of things. One thing is I've been working on a series of self-portraits for years, and I'm finally pulling those together. So I have some interesting self-portraits that I'm working on, and I'm also starting a new series of boxers, of competitive fighters. I have a good friend named Salvador who's a boxing promoter, and we've been getting different pictures of boxers, which kind of ties in with the cheerleaders, with the athletics and the pageantry. And I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with that, but that's another fun series of portraits I'm going to be doing.
Great, we're going to be expecting that. Thank you, Gretchen Ryan, for talking with us.
Thank you, Blanca, so much. Thank you.
Bye. Y muchas gracias a ustedes por acompañarnos en este desafío global.